Hello everybody, I hope that you are well. I thought that I would follow in Miss Curley's footsteps and take this opportunity to read you a book from the Oxford Owl website. So I have also found this book in the 9 to 11-year-old section. I'm going to read you a few pages, and then if you would like to continue reading, you can go onto the Oxford Owl website, as it's free to sign up, and search for the book in the 9 to 11-year-old section. I hope that you enjoy listening to this story. So the book that I have called is Stories of Sherlock Holmes. Okay, chapter 1. The Boscombe Valley Mystery is this story, and the chapter is An Ordinary Crime. My name is Dr. Watson, and I have a good fortune to be the friend and companion of Sherlock Holmes. I try to keep a record of the cases he has solved. I have been with him many times when he has solved cases with just a few clues and his powerful brain. One such case was the Boscombe Valley Mystery. I knew nothing about it until I got the telegram early one morning at home. It was from Holmes asking me to go with him to the west of England. My wants are few and simple, so I very swiftly packed a case, said farewell to my wife, and was at Paddington in less than an hour. Holmes was pacing up and down the platform. He was instantly recognisable, tall and gaunt, and dressed in a long grey cloak and deerstalker hat. "It's really very good of you to come, Watson. I need someone I can rely on." We had the carriage to ourselves, and Holmes spent the time reading through a huge pile of newspapers. Now and then he stopped to make notes and to think. Finally, he rolled the papers into a ball and threw them into the luggage rack. "Have you heard anything of the case?" he asked. "Not a word. I've not seen a paper for days." Said Holmes. "It's one of those simple cases which are so extremely difficult." "What do you mean?" "The more ordinary a crime seems to be, the more difficult it is to see the solution. It is the unusual makes things easy." "What kind of crime are we dealing with?" "Murder, Watson. A serious crime has already been made against the son of the murdered man. A serious case has been already made about the son of the murdered man. It happened in Boscombe Valley, near Hereford. The owner of much land in the area is Mr. John Turner. He came back from Australia a few years ago and settled there." "Made his fortune, did he?" "Enough to buy several farms. One he let out to another Australian, Mr. Charles McCarthy. McCarthy has a son of 18 called James." "Are there no wives?" I asked. "Neither of the wives is still living, but Turner has one daughter of similar age to James." "And the murder?" "It seems that last Monday McCarthy left his house at Hatherley at about 3 in the afternoon. He walked down to Boscombe Pool, a small lake at the end of Boscombe Valley. He told his servant that he had an appointment at 3 o'clock. He never came back alive. McCarthy has been seen walking towards the pool by 2 people. Both say he was walking alone. The gamekeeper also says that a few minutes later James McCarthy went the same way, carrying a gun. He thought the son was following his father." "And was the father shot?" I asked. "Oh no," replied Holmes. "Please wait. There was another witness. Patience Morgan, daughter of the lodge-keeper of Boscombe Estate, was picking flowers in the woods. She says that she saw James and his father having a violent quarrel. She heard Charles McCarthy use strong language to his son, and she saw the son raise his hand as if to strike his father." Holmes continued. "She ran away and told her mother. Almost as soon as she had finished telling her story, James McCarthy ran up and said she had found his father dead. They followed him and found the body by the side of the pool. The head had been beaten in by blows from some heavy and blunt weapon." "Such as a blunt end of a gun?" I asked. "Exactly. Anyway, Watson, James McCarthy has been arrested and charged with his father's murder. It looks exceedingly grave against the young man." "Has he said anything?" "Indeed he has, and it makes an interesting case. According to James McCarthy, he had been away in Bristol for 3 days. He came back to find his father out. He set out to do some rabbit shooting at the other side of Branscombe Pool. About 100 yards from the pool he heard a cry of "Cooey," which was the usual sign between him and his father. His father was surprised to see him. For some reason an argument took place, and James walked off. He had not gone far when he heard a dreadful cry. According to his story, he returned and found his father dying. He held him in his arms, but he could do nothing. He then ran off to the lodge-keeper's for help. Is there nothing else to go on? I asked. Two things which may turn out to be important, said Holmes. James heard his father speak before he died. He said he spoke about a rat. A rat? Precisely, my dear Watson. And the other matter was the subject of the quarrel. Which was? James McCarthy refused to tell the coroner what they had quarrelled about. Refused? Quite so. Holmes looked up at me, raised his eyebrow and smiled. You see why I'm interested, Watson? This is not such a simple case as they would have us believe. Well, I hope that you have really enjoyed listening to me read that story. If you would like to continue reading the story from chapter 2, A Blow from Behind, then you can find that book on the Oxford Owl website in the 9 to 11-year-old section. I have really enjoyed reading that book to you. I think actually I might continue reading it myself. One of the reasons that I like to read, one of the reasons that I chose this book is because I actually really enjoy reading Sherlock Holmes and watching Sherlock Holmes. It's one of my great favourite programmes and books. So I hope that you really enjoyed that, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.